shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
What's up, YouTube? Your boy Chris out on the Gold Wing, and I would just like to say thank you to everybody that came out along my route. I just got back from a long week's ride. We did over 2,000 miles on the Gold Wing. I did over 2,000 miles, Memphis to D.C. to North Carolina. We had such a wonderful time. The Dark Side Tire performed flawlessly. And I would just like to thank everybody that came out on my route that met up with me. I didn't put out a public announcement, but when you guys found out via Facebook that I was in your area, you reached out, hit me up on Messenger, and you came out to meet me along my route. So I would just like to thank everybody that either rode with me or came out to meet up with me. So first of all, Humding and Lady Love, shouts out to you guys. I appreciate you and thank God for you as well. Caliente Going Rider Mark that rode with us from Memphis to Nashville. Buster that rode with us from Nashville all the way to Woodstock, Virginia. Also, shouts out to Slappy, met up with us in Knoxville. I did get the opportunity to ride with Slappy. It was at night. We hung out a little bit, but I really enjoyed hanging out with old Slap Dog out there in Knoxville. So shouts out to you, Slappy. And also shouts out to Chemo. Chemo rode down from Alta Vista to Roanoke, Virginia, and he led us back up to Woodstock, Virginia. So shouts out to Chemo for leading us from Roanoke, Virginia to Woodstock, Virginia. And also Philip and Yvette. I gotta say thank you to Philip and Yvette. They came down from Pennsylvania and they hung out with us down there in Woodstock, Virginia as well. So shouts out to Philip and Yvette, Caliente Going Riders, and congratulations on getting your brand new 2019 Can-Am Spyder. And shouts out to Lady Love for picking up a new Can-Am trailer for her Can-Am Spyder. Lady Love is tough as nails, y'all. Over 2,000 miles, she never complained. She hung right on in there, rain and the sunshine. She was right there. And also, I want to give a shout out to Fireman West that rode down from D.C., Washington, D.C., to Woodstock, Virginia, and led us back from Woodstock to Washington, D.C. in the rain. So shouts out to Fireman West. And also, I would like to give a shout out to Charles McQuaig out there in Durham, North Carolina, out near Raleigh, for meeting up with me. My good friend Charles took me out to J. Alexander for dinner. So shouts out to Charles McQuaig. And also shouts out to Carlton, a.k.a. Boosie G-Wing. When he found out I was in Raleigh, North Carolina, he called me, he hit me up on Messenger and said, Chris, I want to meet up with you. I just want to shake your hand. I appreciate everything you do. I'm your biggest fan, and I just want to meet up with you. So I told him where I would be. He showed up, and we hung out. We had a good dinner out there in Raleigh, North Carolina. And also, Carl House met us outside of Raleigh, North Carolina, and he rode back part of the way with us as we headed back to Memphis. So I just want to thank everybody that came out to meet me along the route and rode with us. And last but not least, I know I mentioned Fireman West, but I would like to just give a special thanks to Fireman West for coming from D.C. all the way down to Woodstock, Virginia in the rain. And when I tell y'all it was raining cats and dogs. He came down from D.C. and rode back to D.C. So that was about, I guess, somewhere about 150 miles from D.C. to Woodstock, and then another 150 miles back. He did it in the rain. He didn't have to do it, but he did. And I just thank God for Fireman West. And not only did he escort us back to D.C., he actually took us around and gave us a tour of D.C. in the rain, the cold rain. And it was cold, y'all. And I hate that our helmets was having communication issues. I think the rain actually messed up his helmet communicator. He has the 10C Pro, but we didn't have good communications on that particular day. And he showed us a lot that DC had to offer. But we was out there in the rain. I decided to just come back another day. And he came back on day 2 and took us back around again. Took us to the Lincoln Memorial. Took me to where Dr. King gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. Took us to the nation's capital. Took us to the White House. Just took us around, all around DC. Showed us the African American Museum. And it is so much to do in DC that I'm going to have to come back. I did not have enough time. I was only there 2 days. But I just appreciate Fireman West for just taking us around and just showing us all that DC has to offer. And also, I thank him for, he had a professional camera. He take pictures. This guy took some amazing pictures with his camera. I didn't know he was going to do it, but he did. And I just thank God that he took us around to the Martin Luther King Memorial, just showing us all around DC and taking pictures with his professional camera. And I just thank God for Fireman West for just showing us around to Chinatown, to the White House, to the fire stations. And I just thank him for also taking me over to Ben's Chili Bowl. Man, woo, you talk about some good eating. Wes, I'm definitely coming back, brother. I'm definitely coming back. I want to get me some of those chili cheese fries. Man, Ben's Chili Bowl. And also he took us out there to a nice restaurant. I think it's called Caroline's out there near Maryland. Oh my God. It was off the chain. The meatloaf. Woo-wee. Macaroni and cheese. And my favorite was the sweet cornbread. Oh my God. The butter was running off the sides. It'll taste so good it'll make you slap your mama, y'all, that cornbread. Woo, that was some cake. That wasn't cornbread. That was some cake. But that was some good eating, y'all. So I just thank God for Fireman West for just showing us around in the rain, taking professional pictures. He didn't have to do it, but he did. And I just, again, thank him. And not only, he came out the next day and continued to take us around D.C. and show us some more sights. So I also would like to thank my brother that lives up in D.C. for taking us out to the barbecue spot. I can't think of the name of it. It'll come to me and I'll put it down in the description as well. Man, you talking about some good barbecue. Oh my God. Woo, I'm coming back to D.C., y'all. I had a wonderful time. The only thing I hate is that I didn't have enough time. I was only there a couple of days. I didn't have enough time to take in the Smithsonian's and a lot of the museums, the Native American Museum, and I didn't get a chance to go to the Mint to see where they make the money. And it's just so much to do in DC. And I just hate that I didn't get the opportunity to do all those things, but I will be back. That's a reason for your boy Chris to get on the Go Wing and come back to DC. But I just thank God for Fireman West, for just taking us around and showing us DC. I just really appreciate that. And also my brother that lives there, I thank God for him as well. It was my first time. I'd never been to DC. My brother had always told me about the bad traffic on the Beltway, and he just, kind of warned me about a lot of the things there. And I just appreciate him as well. But Fireman West came out in the rain, took us around, and showed us the DC area, and I will be back. And also, I would like to give a shout out to Russ Ely out there in Chesapeake, Virginia. It was my intention to come down there, but we had some things that come up with the weather, and we didn't get a chance to make it down to Chesapeake, Virginia. But shouts out to Russ Ely and his beautiful wife. I apologize that I didn't get a chance to meet up with you guys. So it was a good ride. We did over 2,000 miles, myself along with Lady Love and Humdinger. The car tire performed flawlessly, y'all. Flawlessly. In the rain, on the highway, pulling a trailer, no problems whatsoever. The dark side performed flawlessly. And I knew it would. It wasn't the first time that I actually taken a road trip with my car tire. I've been to Oklahoma twice, Texas twice, Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia, Indiana, Ohio, Kansas, Florida. I've been to so many places on the car tire, so no problems at all. I knew it would perform flawlessly. So if I left somebody out, I apologize. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. Again, I apologize to anybody that I didn't get a chance to meet. Hopefully I'll get a chance to see you guys when you come down to Wing Ding, but I really enjoyed my ride to D.C. I thank God that I made it back safely. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. If you guys have any questions or any comments, feel free to put it down in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button. This is your boy Chris, out on the Gold Wing, the most luxurious motorcycle in the world, on the dark side, baby. Woo! And I will talk to you guys later. See you. What part of DC are we in, Wes?
Right now we in the Brentwood area. We coming up on Florida Avenue.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Man,
Florida
DC.
Avenue.
Yeah. I'm getting a first-hand taste of some of that DC traffic.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the city.
Welcome to the city. Well, you know what? I'd rather be on a motorcycle in DC than a car.
Yeah.
A car, you kind of boxed in.
Right.
Worst case scenario, on a motorcycle, you could get on the sidewalk. I wouldn't do it, but, you know, if I had to.
Right. You know, but all this stuff around here is kind of high end.
Okay.
So you got a lot of condos around here.
Where y'all from? Georgia.
Georgia.
Okay. Is that near Atlanta? Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Chris, you got friends everywhere.
In different area codes.
Yes, sir.
I apologize. What's the name of that chili place? Ben's?
Ben's Chili Bowl. See right
Ben's Chili Bowl?
Yep, right there.
Man, you know what, man? You're going to make me go do a to-go order or something. That Ben's Chili Bowl is off the chain.
Hey, man, we can make a U-turn at any time.